If that bright red sale tag makes you feel smart, you might want to hear this first. Stores often jack up the base price right before the sign goes up, then call it a deal. I'll show you how a BOGO can cost more than 2 singles and why that new family size is quietly smaller. Stay with me for 60 seconds and you'll learn the one label to read first, the shelf tag to ignore, and a 2-step check that stops shrinkflation and multi-buy traps from skimming your cart without memorizing any prices. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great! Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. You spot the bright red tag and feel like you outsmarted the store. What if that rush is the product being sold? Let's start with the classic BOGO stack. The sign goes up this week, but the base price crept up last week. That quiet bump turns a deal into a drain.
Now, whether you shop at H-E-B, Costco, or Walmart, inflation, tariffs, and unpredictable weather have turned grocery runs into a budget headache.
Many things cost more these days, and 77% of Americans say they have felt the most significant increase in grocery costs. If you've been food shopping lately, you've probably experienced sticker shock at the checkout.
It's getting to the point where people won't be able to shop anymore.
You have to cut back in order to live.
Be realistic about the week ahead. It might be a good idea to shop for some meals that are good leftovers or can be frozen to avoid overbuying and food waste.
You pay more, but it feels like less. That feeling keeps you coming back. But here's the kicker. Many multi-buy promos don't require you to buy more than one to get the unit price. The tag screams 2 for $8. But the register often charges $4 each anyway. Stores know most people don't read the fine print. You load up, they win. Quick aisle story. That pasta sauce sitting at $3.29 last week is now $3.79. Then the display flips to 2 for $8. 2 jars now cost more than 2 singles did before the sign. The trick is quiet but effective. Behind the scenes, price software tests what you'll accept. And caps? Those big displays at the aisle ends are paid real estate, and the price there is often higher than the same item mid-shelf.
Your next trip to the grocery store may come with a higher price tag. Kroger says they plan on hiking prices toward the end of this year.
Kroger's CFO saying they're working with suppliers to manage increases and passing along higher costs to the customer where it makes sense to do so. On Friday, the nation's biggest supermarket chain credited inflation for their expected rise in prices. AGA says shoppers can particularly expect to see price hikes in items like meat, corn, potato chips, soft drinks, and bottled water, as Arkansas shoppers adapt to changing price tags.
The stage to look hot. It's just hot placement. It's a carnival game. Your eyes lock on the neon sign while the rules shift under the counter. The proof lives in the fine print. Look for no limit or must buy 2. Then drop your eyes one line to the unit price. That small line tells you what you're really paying per ounce or per count. If the unit price holds on a single item, you don't need multiples. If it spikes when you buy one, check a different brand or size. End caps plus mix and match push you to overbuy. Perishables go bad, and that spoilage is a hidden cost. You didn't save, you prepaid for trash. Use the 2-step check. First, read the unit price, not the headline. Second, see if the discount applies to one. If yes, buy one. If no, do the math and walk. Now let's move on to the quiet price increase you almost never notice because it's not on the tag at all. You grab the same family size you've bought for years, and somehow it runs out midweek. The box looks the same. The price rings the same. The truth is, the product shrank and the label got louder.
I've noticed some prices increasing.
Brian McCartney says his grocery bill keeps creeping higher and he's not getting as much for the same price. It's changing the way people shop.
We check the sales and usually shop around the sales.
Catch your bus! And he's not alone.
We had been buying a brand of oat milk, and one day I noticed that the container got smaller. So it went from 64 ounce to like a 52 ounce.
We've been officially tracking the prices of staples at popular grocery stores around Northeast Ohio for 10 weeks. Those staples include milk, eggs, bread, chicken, beef, and cereal. And what we found? Prices bounce around week to week and store to store.
Let's start with the move. Shrinkflation is the quiet swap. Same price, smaller net weight, a splash of value, family, or new look on the front to distract your eyes. That fresh badge is not for you. It is there to pull your gaze away from the ounce count tucked in the corner. But here's the real kicker. The shelf tag math often lags behind the smaller package. Tags keep the old per ounce calculation for a while, which makes the new, lighter box look cheaper than it is. Stores and brands both ride that gap. You pay more per ounce without a red flag. Example you can spot in the aisle. A cereal that was 19.2 ounces slides to 17.3. The shelf tag still shows the per ounce from the larger box. So this week's box looks like a steal when it is not. The number that changed is the one most shoppers don't check. Employees report those tags don't update right away after a package change.
Brand loyalty is out, saving on groceries is in. Personal finance expert Rubina Ahmed-Haq says the days of shopping where you've always shopped because it's close to home or work are over for many. Cereal, pasta, and baked goods prices are up about 18% in the past year. Fresh fruit is 13% more expensive. Fresh vegetables, 12%.
We're seeing an uptick in consumers wanting to shop at lower-end grocery stores, though places where they may not have all the bells and whistles because they're getting a better price.
And that front-of-pack claims mask the shrink. It is like your gas tank dropping from 15 gallons to 13, while the pump still shows the old miles per fill. You think you got the same ride. You didn't. Here is the fix. Start at the net weight line near the bottom corner of the pack. Read that first. If you have last week's box at home, compare. Or glance to the next brand and note the ounces right on the shelf. Then do the quick math. Shelf price divided by the ounces on the package. Watch how this pairs with multi-buys. Smaller boxes make 3 for $10 feel harmless. Your per ounce price climbs. Your pantry empties faster. You buy again sooner. So the guardrail is simple. Read net weight first. Ignore the headline sale. Do the price per ounce. No calculator? Pick the heavier box at the same price. So what's the takeaway before checkout? A simple habit that saves money every trip. The fastest truth check in any aisle is simple. Unit price plus net weight. The big headline sale? Stage dressing. Read the small line that tells you cost per ounce. Then the ounces on the box. That pair cuts through the theater. Try the two-step check on your next trip. Read unit price. Read net weight. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone, especially one person who still trusts the big red tag. If pricing is engineered, your habits can be too. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets.